All right, hey everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to the WTCF podcast. It's Charlie here hanging out at the basement and wanted to go ahead and talk about last week's intention. And maybe this is something that helps you. So I used to think about this one a whole kind of learn a little bit more. So the phrasing I learned it as if you spend time with five smokers, you'll become the sixth. And what I learned personally in my own life is that I hung out with three smokers and I became the fourth. So by the time I was wrapping up, by the time I was 26, I got up to easily smoking a pack a day, a pack and a half on weekends, and really just ruining my lungs to the best of my ability, right? So I remember having these times where I would, think about how much I loved smoking, and basically it was from the people that I spent my time around. So I think it's really important time around. So some people can feel really lonely and just end up, surrounding themselves with people who suck, and they might just be terrible people to be around. And again, if they're making you feel less than yourself, maybe these aren't the best people to spend your time with and becoming of yourself. So like maybe it's something about them being mean towards somebody. You're like, well, I don't want to be mean. But again, we become the people we spend our time around. So it's more of a cautionary tale of, well, who do you spend your time with? My recommendation is to start to surround yourself with people who are, you love playing basketball. You're probably going to play better basketball if you surround yourself with five people who play basketball. Well, four, because then you can be the fifth. But like the idea is spend time around those people already exhibiting the traits of a person, hang out with strong people. If you want to go ahead and be a kinder person, hang out with people you think are kind people, and you're going to start to pick up on those habits way more than you expect. So again, if I hang out with a bunch of assholes all the time, and for a long time, I hung out with assholes. I became an asshole. And now I've learned so much about that and started hanging out with different people and learning from different people and being much more open-minded around other people. I tell people, yeah, I smoked for 10 years. They had no concept whatsoever that I was that kind of person. A lot of other things within my own life, they did not expect those of me. But I was like, yeah, those were the people that I spent my time around. So I became them. So this isn't necessarily how you're spending your time and then where you're spending your time. And this is something that I can even work on a little bit more. So for a while there, I tested myself to see if I can go basically 100 days without drinking. And it was actually a really, really good experiment because by the time I got done, I didn't want anything to do with it again. So all that hard work, and now I'm hanging out with barflies. So what do you think is going to start happening to me as I continue to move forward with that? I'll probably become a barfly again. And I really need to go ahead and analyze and say people that I'm around or the people that I'm around, can I learn from them and not pick up their habits as quickly? Right. So it can be incredibly difficult and daunting. So again, give yourself something really important to work towards. Surround yourself with people who are, you will probably become more ambitious. If you hang out with driven people, you will probably become more driven, just the way it goes, right? We are very social creatures. We need other people around in society. We cannot really function that well on our own. And I get it, being an introvert might, but then who are we really learning from? We're going to probably become a little bit more hard headed and stubborn in the things that we've learned because we've never been tested on anything else. So this is my call to you to go out there and start to find people who can help you become more than would be this person. Where does that person go? Maybe they're at the library. Maybe they are at the bar. Maybe they are at the gym. Maybe they are just out on a walk around, right? So if you want to get healthy, surround yourself with healthy people. Like that's the simplest way to go ahead and phrase it. So when you hang out with five smokers, you become